U.S. copyright. Freeze the McFlurry.
This is a meme. I mean, I don't care. I don't like order dessert much when I go places, but like an ice cream machine, what if the guy repairs it wrong?
So you don't have ice cream, right?
Still broken.
It's not a big deal.
Still broken. Yeah. Still no ice cream. I don't know why this has taken so long. I don't know why like a company like McDonald's wouldn't just notice the problem, find out that it's like bad for your reputation to have so many of your stores not have available the things that they have to put on the menu as a function of them being your franchisee. I don't know. I don't know how it was in McDonald's interest.
Hello, how the tech are you? This is our weekly tech show on Eplex Media. We talk about tech news and science news and whatever other tech and science stuff we feel like talking about. I am historian Matt, and I'm a co-producer and co-host on this show. My other co-host and co-producer will introduce himself later for his section, but we're going to jump right into my first topic. I only have one. I only have one story, but it's a flurry, I guess. And that is basically U.S. copyright. Freeze the McFlurry. What am I talking about? The U.S. copyright basically says it's going to grant an exemption specifically allowing for the repair of retail level food preparation equipment, including soft serve ice cream machines similar to those available at McDonald's. That's a quote from the U.S. Copyright Office. So iFixit requested the exemption last year. I think there was some other people involved with that request, but iFixit was a prominent company involved. This exemption will allow third parties to repair McDonald's ice cream machines. So basically, Section 1201 of the DMCA makes it illegal to break a digital lock. This has caused all sorts of devices to include some sort of digital lock to lock the owners into using an authorized repair service. Sometimes these locks may even force owners of these devices basically buy a whole new device because they simply can't be repaired, or the manufacturer doesn't want them to be repaired and wants them to be replaced because they make more money that way. Or there's otherwise, no authorized repair services available. And I think in a small number of cases, the original manufacturer has gone out of business and you're not allowed to break the lock anyways, so you can't do anything. In the case of McDonald's ice cream machines, the digital locks were added to the machines to force franchisees to go through an authorized technician. Unfortunately, these machines have a lot of problems, and the authorized technicians cannot keep up with the demand, which has caused these machines to be out of order so much. It is a meme. So basically it's a meme that go to McDonald's and the McDonald's ice cream machine is down. I think there's even like places on the web where you can search the local McDonald's to see which one actually has a working ice cream machine and go there. But this grant from the U.S. Copyright Office will allow third parties to break the lock and just fix the damn machines. Unfortunately, the commercial food equipment exemption is limited to restaurants and isn't applied to everything food related. What do you think, Dave?
This is a meme. I mean, I don't care. I don't like order dessert much when I go places, but this has been a long standing thing, right? For it to be so popular that it's like a meme. Well, it's like popular. It's the wrong way to say it, I suppose. For it to be so like noticeable that it becomes a meme on the internet, that got pretty bad. I've never understood not letting somebody repair a device, right? I've never understood like the point of that law. You might be able to carve out exemptions for like, I don't know, a nuclear power plant, right? Something incredibly dangerous that if you don't know what you're doing, you're not allowed to touch it. But like an ice cream machine, what if the guy repairs it wrong?
So you don't have ice cream, right?
Still broken.
It's not a big deal.
Still broken. Still no ice cream.
Well, I didn't go specific. It's in the article, but the two articles that I've linked to this time, one from 404 Media and Ars Technica. But specifically the issue with these machines, or a common issue, is it will spit out an error code, but it's just a code and there's no way to tell what the code means without, a special device that only authorized technicians have, which is also expensive and you can't really buy separately. So what people have been doing illegally has been creating these devices that are not authorized, but tell you what the codes mean and so tell you how to fix the machine.
Right. I could imagine just even like a sharing around a spreadsheet with a bunch of codes. Like as soon as you figure out, like when the repair guy comes, you go, hey, what was that code mean? Then you pop it into the spreadsheet.
Right. I don't know. I from the article, they said there were specific devices to do that. And an interesting problem with this is selling those devices would still be illegal. But I'm guessing some place like iFixit would just make their own devices because they would be technical enough to do it, and then offer services as a repair service,
Or again, if it just spits out an error code and there's a place you can punch the error code in on the web.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a device. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, you're not selling anything.
Yeah, I don't know the details of why it has to be a device or if at all. If it just could be a website, you plug in the McFlurry error code and get a McFlurry error, proper error.
And then if it doesn't have the code, there could be ways in which it doesn't have the code. And he goes, we don't have the code. We're going to email you. And if you figure out what this code is, please let us know.
Yeah. That's true.
And over time, you'd get all of the codes. The other, I don't know why this has taken so long. I don't know why like a company like McDonald's wouldn't just notice the problem, find out that it's like bad for your reputation to have so many of your stores not have available the things that they have to put on the menu as a function of them being your franchisee. I don't know how it was in McDonald's interest to do it
I can tell you why, or why I think I heard this from some article. It's not in these articles, but read this before, but I'm not entirely sure how true it is. But there is a theory going around that the McDonald's, corporate overlord is getting kickbacks from the repair from the manufacturer of these ice cream machines for the machines themselves and for repairs and stuff.
Like a finder's fee when someone buys a new one.
Yeah,
except they didn't have to find them. That's their franchisee, right? More like an extortion, an extortionist fee.
Yeah. So McDonald's wouldn't want a franchisee to go to a third party repair service because they wouldn't get any money for that. But I don't know why they are so backed up that they're not able to keep these machines going. But it sounds like a lot of these repairs are some simple stuff, like something needs to be cleaned that your minimum wage employee could easily do.
Right.
Hopefully they get more than minimum wage, but you know what I mean.
Right, like somebody on staff or whatever who happens to be handy could do it, or maybe
the manager could be useful and do it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Maybe they'll put out a new machine that doesn't give you any error codes, and it
maybe
they'll just put out a new machine that doesn't work and doesn't give you any error codes and is impossible to open.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is such it's such a well-known problem, and it's giving McDonald's such a bad name that it would be stupid if they tried to. I feel like it would be stupid if they tried to fight it and just said, okay, we're just going to let anybody repair it. It's fine. It's causing more reputational damage than the money. I'm sure than the money they make from keeping this system going.
There may be a way in which any press is good press, right? If you think about it, if McDonald's name is always in the like on your memes and stuff about this, then you go look for maybe it makes you want the McFlurry more.
Maybe. Like I don't know if I've ever had ice cream at McDonald's before. I don't know if I've ever had the McFlurry. But lately I've been thinking about it, so maybe. But I think
it's now more than a Big Mac.
It's more than a Big. Okay. Well, a Big Mac
is all jacked up.
Can you get a Big Mac anymore because of the other problems they've been having?
No, that's a quarter pounder. Their onion supplier. Okay. I don't know. I don't eat McDonald's. Like I'll just make a goddamn hamburger. My God.
No, fair enough. So you can make a much better one for less usually.
Ooh, I do. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the burger that I make. It's so good though. It's got goat cheese. That's all I'm saying.
Sounds good. I will say, so this particular exception only applies to restaurant products, machines. There are already exceptions for medical devices. Apparently, with the same, I guess whatever press release they sent out from the U.S. Copyright Office. There was like medical device manufacturers were trying to get them to remove the exception for medical devices. And the Copyright Office was like, nope, we're not doing that. Hospitals need to be able to fix their machines.
Right.
So no. And then I think there's another one for agricultural machines, which we have talked about in the past as well. So
that was a big deal actually, right? To repair that was
yep.
A lot of farmers got on board with a lot of people like iFixit actually.
Yeah, it was John Deere I think was leading the pack on trying to stop it, and people were farmers were like stop buying new tractors and trying to find the old ones that didn't have those machines. Anyways, outside the topic of this topic, but good on the U.S. Copyright Office, and it's good to have McFlurries again.
I suppose I'd rather just get a sundae, but also I'd rather there's a really kind of a neat little ice cream shop not too far away from me, and I'll get a sundae from them.
Fair enough.
It's the same outrageous price, but it's hell better. Thank you for listening to How the Tech Are You? This is our weekly tech show at Echoplex Media. Check out echoplexmedia.com for all of our stuff. Twitch.tv/Echoplex Media for our live shows. Can't recommend highly enough. It'll come out the day this comes out, in theory. Spooky Cast. We're doing a Halloween show, and it'll be spooky. There'll be things that show up where my fingers are, more or less. Click those, because you have to. Have a great tech and week.